Hey everyone, welcome back to class and welcome to today's Yang to Yin class. So we're going to be going through a nice flow to begin with and then come to some more softer floor-based poses. You'll be needing a couple of blocks for today's class, and when you're ready, let's get started in child's pose. So make your way to an all fours tabletop position. Sending your hips heavy back to your heels and just resting your forehead down to your mat or to your forearms or to a block, whatever feels comfortable for you. Once you're there, closing down your eyes, relaxing your shoulders, your upper arm and your lower arm. Just starting by taking a nice full breath in and out. And again, full breath in and out. Just taking a few breaths here to allow yourself to find that connection with your breathing. Noticing any movements in your body from your breath. And then when you're ready, picking up your head, reaching those fingers out in front of you if you haven't already. You're going to inhale, lift up through your chest and just walk your fingertips over towards the right hand side. So we're bringing our torso over our thigh. As you exhale, soften yourself down, stretching those left fingertips away from you. So this should feel really nice into the side of the body. On your next inhale, lifting your head up, we're going to walk ourselves back to center and then over towards the left hand side. Torso comes over the thigh. As you exhale, softening yourself down, stretching those right fingertips away. Inhale, lifting your head, coming back to center, and then make your way up to seated on your heels, resting your hands to your thighs, just sitting up nice and tall. If this isn't very comfortable, don't worry, just come to a cross-legged seated position. As you exhale, lower your chin down towards your chest, allowing your head to hang heavy here for a moment. So just start to release any of that tension, that tightness that you can feel across the back of your neck, tops of your shoulders. And then we're going to roll the neck towards the left shoulder. Lower the chin to the chest and roll to the right shoulder. Just doing a couple more rounds by yourself, rolling your neck shoulder to shoulder. Making this your last one, chin comes back down to chest, lift your head up through center and make your way to all fours on your mat. Hands under shoulders, knees underneath the hips, coming straight into your cat-cow movements. So inhale, dropping your belly, lifting your heart, and as you exhale, chin to chest, press through the hands, sending the spine away. Keep on going through these movements at your own pace. If you want to add in a little extra, then feel free to do so. Maybe you want to incorporate a bit more of the body, making some bigger circles. Again, this is up to you. Can feel quite nice to send the hips back to the heels and then roll yourself up. Wonderful. Make this your last cat or cow movement. Bring yourself back to neutral. We're going to step the right foot behind us, landing it on its toes. So keeping your hips nice and square to your mat here, squeezing your inner thighs and drawing your navel towards your spine. Point into the right toes and lift your leg up off the mat. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw that right knee in towards your chest. Inhale, reach it back out behind. Exhale, knee to chest, keeping those hips as square as you can. Inhale, send it behind. Exhale, knee to chest. Last one, inhale, send it behind. Exhale, knee to chest. Good. Inhale, send it back behind. Land the toes back down to the ground. You're going to slide the toes around towards the left-hand side, gazing back to your foot. And then slide them all the way around towards the right-hand side, gazing to your foot. And again, sliding round to the left. Sliding round to the right. And then sliding round to the left, this time holding it there. So landing them on the toes, bending into your back knee as you start to send your hips back behind you. Holding it there. Take a nice full breath. And then inhale, lift yourself back up, coming back to center, all fours, lowering the right knee back down to the mat. We'll swap sides. So step the left toes behind you, square the hips, draw navel to spine first, point into the left toes as you lift it up into the air. Take an inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, knee to chest. Good. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, knee to chest. Last one, inhale, reach out. Exhale, knee to chest. Good. Inhale, reach it back out behind. Land the left toes down, slide them round towards the right-hand side, gazing back to your foot. And then sliding all the way round towards the left-hand side, gazing to your foot again. Sliding round to the right, gaze to your foot. Sliding round to the left. Gaze to the foot, sliding all the way back around towards the right-hand side. Land it on the toes, bend into the back knee as you start to send the hips back. Taking a full breath here. And then lifting yourself back up, coming back to center, all fours on your mat. Tuck your toes, come to downward facing dog, sending your hips up and back, pressing through the hands. Taking a little wiggle of the hips here, side to side, little pedal of the legs. Just starting to open up through the backs of the legs. Maybe a little bending into the knees can feel quite nice, little bobbing action. And then when you feel ready, you can stop with your movements, finding some stillness, seeing how much length you can find in that spine, taking a nice big breath here. Inhale, step or walk your feet to the top of your mat. Dangle over your legs, so hands come to elbows or relax arms heavy to the ground. Just softening your head, your neck, maybe taking a soft sway if it feels nice. You can have that big bend in the knees if you want to, if you're feeling quite tight in the backs of the legs. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms nice and tall as you rise to standing. Exhale, soften and fold over your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift, flat back. Reach forwards with your crown. Slide your hands to your shins or your thighs, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms tall, rise to standing. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms tall, rise to stand. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This time exhale, bend knees, plant hands, step left foot back, lower left knee down to the mat. Inhale, rise up to a low lunge, sweeping those arms nice and high. If this is a bit much, just bring the hands to the thighs, that's fine. Squeezing those inner thighs, lengthening through the sides of the waist. Nice big inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the inside of your foot. Heel toe that right foot out just a step or two. Hands underneath the shoulders, or you can bring them to your blocks here. And you're just going to start a rocking action back and forth. So sending the hips back, lengthening the right leg, and then dropping back into the knee and going forwards. So just finding this action here between your lizard and your half split. Like I said, you can have your hands to your blocks if you want to be a bit higher. Just starting to really open up through the hips, the hamstrings. Good. Making this your last one. Sending the hips back, bending back into the right knee. We're going to walk the right foot back in between our hands. They can be to your blocks here or to the ground. You're going to pick the back knee up off the mat and shine your chest forward. So imagine you've got a headlight on your chest and you're just going to shine the headlight forwards. Good. Take a nice full breath. You're going to lift up through the hips, start to lengthen your front leg and step that back foot in slightly so it's legs width distance, but keep it on its ball. Fingertips either side of your foot or to your blocks. I'm going to have mine to my blocks here on the highest setting. Just trying to keep that length in the front leg here. Think about drawing your right hip back, left hip forwards. Inhale, reach forwards with your crown. Option to stay here or to take it deeper as you exhale. You can start to fold yourself towards that right leg, maybe adjusting the height of your blocks if you need to, if you're using them. Good, just taking 2 more breaths. If you want to find a little pattern where you inhale and lift, then you can, finding space in the spine, and you exhale, you fold. Good, as you inhale, lifting up through the chest, stepping that back left foot all the way towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, softening, folding over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms nice and tall, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to prayer at your heart center. Just resting those thumbs to your heart, closing down your eyes, taking a little moment, check in with yourself, notice how you're feeling, notice how one side, that right side, might be feeling a little bit more loose than the left-hand side. Big breath in. Big breath out. Relax your arms down as you blink open your eyes. Inhale, swoop the arms tall. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step right foot back. Lower right knee down. Rise up to your low lunge in your own time. If you're finding like you're wobbling a fair bit here, just heel toe that right foot out a bit more. Give yourself a wider stance. Driving down through that front heel, take a nice big inhale. Exhale, hands come down towards the inside of your foot, maybe towards your blocks or the ground. As you heel toe that left foot out a couple of steps, we're going to find that flowing movement, sending the hips back, lengthening the leg and then dropping back into the knee, going between that half split and your lizard. So just like the same as the other side, you can have your hands to your blocks or to the ground. The blocks are just going to give you that little bit more space to move. And if you don't have blocks, you could always be using books here. Wonderful. Make this your last one, bending back into that left knee. Heel toe your foot so you've got a hand either side. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee as you inhale, shine that headlight forwards on the chest. Press your back heel away from you. Good. Inhale, lifting up through the hips, lengthen your front leg, step your back foot in slightly. Hands either side of your foot. Drawing that left hip back, right hip forwards. Inhale, reach forwards with your crown. Exhale, softening, folding towards that left leg to take it deeper. And again, if you want to find that little flow again here, then you can. Good. On your next inhale, lifting up through the chest, stepping that back right foot all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms tall, rise to standing. Exhale, hands to prayer at your heart center. Well done. Relax your arms down by your sides. Bring yourself to standing at the top of your mat, feet hips width in distance. We're going to come into our tree pose. So I want you to start to send the weight to the right foot. You can either hover the sole of the left foot over your heel. You can bring it towards the inside of your lower leg, or you can bring it to the inside of your upper leg. So just see how you go. Choose which option suits you best. So really rooting down through that right foot as you bring yourself into your tree pose, keeping that gaze going forwards, hopefully on something that's not moving to help you with your balance. If you want to challenge yourself, you can start to reach those fingers towards the ceiling. And then bring your hands back to prayer at your heart center. We're going to draw that left knee in towards the chest. Ooh, wobbles welcome. On your next inhale, we're going to kick it back to our warrior three. So lean the chest forwards, left leg goes into the air behind. Maybe the hands stay to prayer at your heart center, or you could bring the fingertips down to your blocks. Keep drawing that right outer hip back and into the midline. Press the back heel away. And then inhale, left knee to chest, rise to standing. Exhale, lower that left foot down. Well done. Let's swap sides. Shift the weight to the left foot. Come into your tree pose. Maybe the sole of the foot over the ankle, inside of the lower leg, or to the upper leg. Hands to prayer at your heart center. Just take a moment to find that balance. Then if you're going to challenge yourself, you can reach those arms towards the ceiling. Good, well done. Hands come back to prayer at your heart center. Inhale, draw the right knee in towards the chest. As you lean the chest forwards, kick the right leg into the air. Warrior three. Press the back heel away. Hold it there. Well done. Inhale, come back to standing. Right knee to chest. Exhale, lower the right foot down. Well done, good job. Give those legs a little shake out after that work. And then you're going to take your feet nice and wide to the width of the mat, heels face in, toes face out. As you inhale, reach your arms tall. And as you exhale, squatting down into your malasana, your yogi squats. You can use your hands to blocks here to help. Resting those elbows towards the insides of the knees. And if you feel like you're dumping down quite low here, think about instead just lifting yourself up a bit more. Taking a nice full breath here. Good. As you exhale, slowly, gently lower yourself all the way down to seated on your mat. Wrap your peace fingers around your big toes, and I want you to either thinking about lengthening one leg at a time, or you could lengthen both your legs at the time. See how you go. Don't worry if you've got slight bends in the knees here. Lifting up through the chest, engaging your core. Well done. Take a nice full inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release. Lower the soles of the feet back down to the mat. We're going to lengthen the right leg out nice and long and wide. Heel of the left foot comes to center. If you want to use your blocks, you could have a bit of support underneath that left knee, and maybe even one in front of you to rest onto. Take an inhale, lengthening up through your spine. And as you exhale, softening yourself forwards through center. So this is going to feel like a really nice stretch into your inner thighs. We've been doing a fair bit onto the hamstrings, so we're just going to open through the inner thighs, the outer hips a bit now. 2 more breaths. Good, then as you inhale, make your way back up to seated. Placing your props to the side. We're going to take a nice big twist, so bring that right hand to the left knee, left hand behind. Big inhale. As you exhale, twisting around towards the left. And as you exhale, slowly release back to center. We're going to bring those left fingertips behind us, rolling onto that left shin as you inhale, picking up through the hips, swooping that right arm over, lifting the chest, nice big inhale. And then exhale, lower all the way back down. And we'll swap sides. So lengthen left leg long and wide, heel of right foot to center, using your props as you wish. Inhaling, picking up through the spine, and exhaling, softening yourself forwards. Don't worry, you might be getting enough of a stretch on the fingertips here. You might be slowly sinking yourself forwards onto your forearms. Whatever feels right for you. Just taking a couple more breaths here. Relaxing your cheeks and your jaw. Nice long inhales and soothing exhales. As you inhale, make your way back up to seated. Placing the props to the side. Bring that left hand across to the right knee, right hand behind. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale, exhale, twisting round to the right. Releasing, coming back to center. Right hand stays behind as you inhale, roll onto your shin. Lift the hips, lift the chest. Nice big inhale. And as you exhale, softly, gently, slowly, lowering yourself back down to the mat. You're going to bring the soles of your feet to the mat, having them 2 or 3 feet away from your hips here. Fingertips come behind you, a couple of hands, and they're facing towards you. We're going to come into our tabletop. So as you inhale, press down through your feet and hands, lifting the hips towards the ceiling, squeezing your glutes and your inner thighs. This should feel really nice into the shoulders here as well. I like to keep that gaze going forwards. Taking an inhale. And then exhale, slowly lower the hips back down to the mat. You're going to lower yourself all the way down to lying on your back. And we're going to cross our right ankle over our left thigh. Drawing that left knee in towards your chest if you want to take it a bit deeper. Maybe taking an interlace behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Once you're there, you can think about, to take it a bit deeper, you can think about sending that right knee away from you a little bit. And maybe that left knee comes in a bit closer. Exhale, slowly release. Lower the sole of the foot back down to the mat, but you're going to cross that right leg all the way over your left. Relax your arms to cactus arms. We're going to let the knees drop over towards the left-hand side, scooping your hips under. So you can either keep that gaze going towards the ceiling, or you can drop your gaze over to your right hand. Good, coming back up to center, uncrossing your legs, and we'll swap sides across the left ankle over right thigh. Maybe this is enough, or maybe you're going to draw the knee into the chest. Maybe taking an interlace if that feels good. Good, nice full inhale in. And as you exhale, slowly release, sole of the foot comes down, but we're going to slide that left leg all the way over the right. Cactus arms on the floor if that feels good, or down by your sides. Knees drop over to the right hand side. Scoop the hips under. Maybe we're gazing towards the ceiling or over towards your left hand. And if you want a bit of support here, you can feel free to always slide a block or a book underneath the knees here for them to rest onto. And then coming back up to center, uncrossing your legs. You're going to lengthen your legs out nice and long. Reach your arms above your head. Take a nice, long, deep stretch. Big inhale in, scrunch your face, point your toes, tense your body. And exhale, release. Relaxing your arms down by your sides, taking a nice big breath in. And out. Thank you so much for practicing with me today.